Hi everyone, I'm Russ.
Mark.
And this is a spirited endeavor.
Priming the Pump edition.
That's right.
All right, so Highland Park.
Yeah.
We've been taking a walk through the park.
Yep.
And one that we tried that I tried very early on.
Yep.
When we first started doing these spirited endeavor, and I went to Indiana and was hanging out with my brother and my stepdad, and we did one, and Highland Park Valkyrie was one of the first ones we did.
And I think that was probably their first exposure to a peated whiskey, really.
Yeah, it really was. Now. That was a fantastic moment. I mean, I had tried the Highland Park 12 at that point. It was really starting down my path of Highland Park.
Yeah.
And then then I jumped over to this one, and man, that just kind of unlocked something else.
Yeah.
You know, the sherry cask influence, the American oak. I mean, it really brought something, and it had a really nice peatiness to it.
Yeah.
That was so different than the other peatiness that I had through like an Islay.
I agree, and it's a bit of a different beast compared to the 12 as well. This is kind of its own unique thing.
Yeah, it really is. It's no age statement. It's 49.
45.
Yeah, 40.
Oh, I'm sorry.
45.9. Yeah, percent ABV. Yeah, so this one's got a little bit more punch than some of the other Highland Parks that we've run into, except for possibly the cask strength.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's going to be a hard one to get over.
I agree. But the nice thing is the higher ABV generally brings a little bit more flavor, so that's something to look forward to with this one.
Yeah, I expect this one to have a lot going on with it.
Yeah, and it's been a while since either of us have touched this one, so it's going to be interesting to kind of go back to it.
All right, well, let's see what we got here.
Yeah.
All right, so very light color.
Yeah.
Kind of like a honey lemon color.
Yeah, I agree. It leads me to believe that the color is natural, although as we've discussed before, Highland Park tends to chill filter their whiskeys with the exception of the cask strength. But it's never detracted from the flavor, in my opinion.
It still has pretty decent glass cling.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, it's got some pretty good legs on it.
Yeah. That peat.
Yeah, that has a nice chocolate note to it. Peatiness.
Yep.
Getting a little like a lemon peel on that.
The peat's cool too because it's a little bit different than what you get with some of the other peated whiskeys out there. This one's got kind of an earthy, musty nature to it.
Yeah, for sure. Some dark fruit in there too, like a plum.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely got a good bit going on the nose with this one.
Yeah, this one is certainly it's got some excellent nose to it.
Yeah, I agree. Sure.
Yeah, there's a lot more going on with this.
I agree.
So, I'm getting the peatiness up front.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little wispy smoke on it. Definitely the fruit. This is very fruit forward.
I agree. There's a nice citrus aspect to this too that I'm picking up on.
Yeah, I'm getting both citrus, but I'm also getting the dark fruit in there. So whether it's like a cherry or like a dark plum, that's coming through on this. Very nice licorice note on the back end.
It's almost like a hint of a dark chocolate to it too.
Yeah, certainly. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, it tends to be hitting on the back end of the palate after the fact, especially as you're exhaling and you're getting some more of that oxygen going through your sinuses. I seem to get it even more. Really pleasant. I like this one. I think it's a little punchy compared to the 12 and maybe some of their other offerings, but not unpleasantly so. I think somebody new to a peated whiskey might have a tough time with it.
Yeah, I would think so. Now, certainly like with the Islas and everything, there's like a heather note in this, and I'm not picking that up with this type of the heather influence in this.
Yeah.
Or with the the peat note in this. It seems to be something harsher.
Yeah, I agree. The heather that you find in the Islas, I think, tends to kind of balance out that peat a little bit, where this one, you're just, like I say, it's earthy, musty. And me personally, I really dig that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's a neat aspect, and it really kind of puts this one as, aside,
Yep.
from some of the other peated whiskeys that we've tried.
Yeah, they certainly have their own character. There's no doubt about that. Really enjoyed this one. And I like the fact that it's a bit of a higher ABV. You definitely get more flavor that way.
Yeah, it seems to, and there's no age statement on this too, so we know that it was aged at least 4 years, but I mean, there could be anything in this.
No, absolutely. And, our experience with non-age statements has been pretty positive for the most part, because it frees up the distillery to mix things up a little bit. They could have a 21-year-old whiskey as part of this, but what's on the bottle has to reflect the youngest whiskey that's present. And younger whiskey certainly brings something to the table as well. So I think there's something to be said for non-age statement.
All right. Well, where do you think this falls within our ranking?
This one, I think I'm going to go with a 3.5. I'm tempted to go with a 4, to be honest with you, but having had some of their other products, the cask strength, honestly, kind of reevaluated my positioning of things.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with a 3.5 on this.
I think so. I think when I tried this one, I rated it pretty high.
Oh yeah,
I think I did like a 4.5, maybe.
Yeah,
a 5
we were definitely in the 4 area.
Yeah, somewhere in that area.
Yeah,
I'm going to go with the 3.5.
Yeah, again, I'm with you wholeheartedly on that. It's a really good whiskey, but the problem is they've put out some recent whiskeys that are just stunning, and I have to compare it to those. And relatively speaking, 3.5 is where it goes, which is not a bad score by any stretch of the imagination.
Not at all. I mean, I would absolutely share this with friends, and maybe one I'm trying to impress.
I agree. I think this one would certainly do that.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, that's fabulous.
Yeah, fun night. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone.
All right, thank you, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Yep, take care.
Bye.